it's humbling to represent a discipline worth saving, but what I'd really like to do is save the world right alongside you. So, first things first, I'm a sustainability engineer. Everything I do, literally, is relevant to our challenge at hand. Engineering a sustainable existence. I think sustainability, research it, teach it, and even live it. Before this catastrophe brought us to this beach, we had just created a sustainability engineering MS degree at the university we were all leaving behind. That degree required classes in ethics, energy, and economics, mirroring the definition of sustainability. By considering these topics equally, sustainability engineers are multifaceted and open-minded, and I really believe that we diverge from traditional engineering disciplines in that regard. Look, if we broadly think of engineers as boat makers, then I make lifeboats. Okay, metaphorical lifeboats, sure, but it's really not that far from reality. It isn't what we want to be doing, and it doesn't optimize our broad training, but the field was created to get us out of messes caused by overdevelopment. The same overdevelopment that put us where we are today. Changed climate? Fix it with global sustainability initiatives. Business consuming too much energy? Hire a sustainability engineering consultant. Impending apocalypse? Well, seems logical to keep the trend going. Now, before all this started, I worked with nanomaterials, complex material waste streams, and greenhouse gas emissions. I know Stokes and Newton's laws. I could even derive them in the sand for you right now and calculate how quickly a coconut falls out of a tree. Big deal. I won't bore you with Raoul, Henry, and Carnot because they won't do us any good where we're heading. If I learned anything from my hours studying 6 seasons of Lost and reading Lord of the Flies in high school, it's that problems on deserted islands come from inequality, arrogance, ego, and imbalance, not innovation, technology, and math equations, the skills we typically attribute to engineers. I know that someone here is going to figure out how to build huts out of palm leaves. Someone else can navigate the logistics of drinking your own pee to stay hydrated. In fact, I'll gladly stay out of that one and leave it to you. You don't need that oversight. I'm sure at least one of you already knows how to fish, someone else how to hunt or how to build a fire. You've got those covered for us. I can stand here and promise energy from the wind and waves, polyculture farming, and safe handling of waste. I have that expertise. I used to teach those courses. And together, we're going to eventually build those systems. But where we're going right now, those tech skills are not the most important. No, the world we have the opportunity to create needs empathy, needs thoughtfulness, communication, 3 words missing from most engineering textbooks. Not the sustainability engineering ones. We have the problem-solving, quantitative skills of an engineer, but it's merged with the compassion of a sociologist, the creativity of an artist, and the discipline of an economist. That is what defines my field, and it is what we need to thrive, not just survive. Now, why trust me? I'm a white male engineer from the suburbs of Chicago at a proverbial podium telling you all I'm the best. In other words, I'm a stereotype. I've benefited from it my whole career, my whole life, and I know it. When you think about the broad field of engineering, nothing, or certainly not enough, screams equity, fairness, open-mindedness. It is most certainly our biggest flaw, our biggest missed opportunity. I came through that old school engineering machine because until recently, it was the only thing that existed. This is why sustainability engineering came about. That old machine's broken, it doesn't work. Engineering without empathy is failure. Sustainability engineers are not the one-dimensional robots we often attribute to engineering. We design systems that consider, not avoid, equity, profitability, longevity, and innovation. A sustainability engineer has empathy, not just for trees and polar bears, but for society at large. In this case, for all of you, my fellow survivors, as we outrun annihilation. We are trained as much in energy and climate as in ethics and economics. We are curious, creative, and holistic in our approach to problem solving, prioritizing communication and trusting in diversity, which is what the world we are creating absolutely needs to have. Now, I have every confidence that this lifeboat is heading to a new society that can sustain, with or without any of us professors. As the infamous Dr. Ian Malcolm of Jurassic Park fame once said, life finds a way. Unfortunately, though, we all know how things ended up on that island. With me on the team to guide, teach, design, and communicate, we can together avoid winding up right back where we started. This is an opportunity to create a world that is void of future climate struggles, power-hungry political structures, and catastrophes that annually purge the planet and leave us choosing who fits on a boat. When you really think about it, we have yet to experience a world that was influenced in its development by sustainability engineers. Imagine what it could mean for sustainability engineering to be nurturing the creation of a society instead of the cleaning up of one. We have the opportunity to be proactive instead of reactive, to lead instead of lag. This crisis has gifted us the opportunity to wake up, to live in a world that we will design from the ground up to sustain. No climate change, clean water, and some cool food and energy possibilities, sure. But also an evenly distributed economy and an equitable society. That's what engineering sustainability brings to the table. The possibility of a world that never again needs a life raft. Thank you.